Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we delve further into the disturbing topic of covert electromagnetic weapon attacks. A new analysis provides a detailed examination of the device allegedly used by an elderly man from El Salvador to harass his neighbor. Joanna, can you tell us more about the capabilities and functions of this device?
Absolutely, Matthew. This device is described as having the ability to transmit energy through floors, walls, and ceilings, affecting both people and electronic devices. It can bypass barriers like metal, mesh screens, wick canvas, and even copper Faraday cloth. The device can interfere with motors, causing them to run harder or slower, leading to physical wear and tear. It can also send interference signals to speakers and amplifiers, forcing electronic devices into overdrive and eventually destroying them.
That's incredibly alarming, Joanna. The analysis also mentions that the device has a visual component allowing it to detect human forms behind walls and identify injured or vulnerable body parts. This includes nerves and vital organs, making the attacks highly targeted and effective. The victim's right foot, identified as particularly sensitive, has been the primary target, causing severe and persistent phantom vibration sensations. When resistance is met, the offender shifts focus to other vulnerable parts like the spine and brain.
The persistence and precision of these attacks are indeed troubling, Matthew. The device's ability to direct energy in three-dimensional space, even while the target is moving, makes it exceptionally difficult to evade. The victim has employed various defensive measures, including Faraday cloth and vibrating motors, to nullify the electromagnetic annoyance. These motors, placed on vibrating surfaces, provide temporary relief but are also targeted by the device, reducing their effectiveness over time.
The analysis raises several technical questions about the device's existence and operation. It explores the type of energy used, the components required to build such a device, and how it generates and controls energy precisely. Questions about its effects on electronics, potential health risks, and empirical evidence are crucial for understanding and verifying the device's capabilities.
Indeed, Matthew. The report also delves into specific incidents, such as the Achilles heel attack on the right foot, and how the device adjusts its attack when resistance is met. It explores the psychological impact of prolonged exposure to such targeted attacks, particularly when the intensity increases in response to defense attempts. The offender's adaptive aggression and the escalation in ruthlessness further exacerbate the victim's distress.
The victim's efforts to defend themselves, including using vibrating motors to interfere with the device's effects, highlight the complexity of this situation. Despite these measures, the offender adapts, causing the motors to run harder and produce stronger vibrations, making the noises more bothersome to others. This relentless adaptability underscores the need for comprehensive solutions to address and mitigate such extreme forms of harassment.
The analysis concludes that understanding and explaining the existence of such a device requires addressing both technical and practical aspects. Detailed questions and expert opinions are necessary to demystify the device's capabilities and provide a clearer explanation of the phenomena experienced by the victim. This approach is vital for developing effective countermeasures and support systems.
Thank you, Joanna. This story highlights the urgent need for authorities and mental health professionals to work together in addressing these covert and extreme forms of harassment. Ensuring the safety and well-being of all community members is paramount. We will continue to follow this story closely and provide updates as they become available.
Absolutely, Matthew. That concludes our top story for tonight. Stay tuned for more updates and other news after the break.